Hey YouTube, it's Much Grace. About last night, I attended the Jazz and the Garden Music Festival, the 2-day festival that they have in Miami Gardens, Florida to be specific. I came there to see El DeBarge, of course. I've been attending his concert since 2010, supporting, praying. So I'm pretty much a pro at going to concerts and traveling. But this concert has to be up there as the most frustrating concert. It's a lot that goes on that I don't share, even though I share a lot as far as, giving you guys, my experience from my perspective going to concerts. And I hope you appreciate it because it's not easy, it's very hard, lots of sacrifice. But anyway, this was very frustrating because Jazz in the Gardens really got to do better as far as their ride share situation, system, whatever you want to call it, that they have going on. As you can see right here, there's a parking and info flyer that they put out, and you can see the rideshare pickup is lot 42. Okay, so I came there on Uber. They dropped us off kind of close to the entrance, not at a lot. It was close to the entrance outside. So that was great. Okay, fantastic. But when we got ready to leave, they would not let the Uber pick you up, at the entrance or around the stadium. The event was at a stadium. They wanted the ride share to be designated to lot 42. So we asked several people, they had security, police, what have you. We asked them, everybody said lot 42, but no one quite knew where lot 42 was at. Most people kept saying, oh, it's down the street, behind Walmart, because they had a Walmart shopping center down the street from the venue, the stadium. That's what most people said. So, okay, they said, keep walking, it's straight, in the back of Walmart. I'm like, first off, that sounds weird to me. Like, okay. So I'm a little kind of, like in the back of Walmart, down the street, and we have to walk that far. I don't know how far it was as far as like the miles. I don't know if it was 5, 10 miles. I mean, but we had a good walk. I mean, we got a good exercise in trying to find this lot 42. They did not put a street. They did not give direction. As you can see on this flyer, there's nothing there. It just says lot 42. They didn't have a shuttle to take you to and from the rideshare parking lot or a golf cart or something. So you wouldn't have to get a workout in doing all that walking. And we just could not find lot 42. I mean, we got to Walmart. We went to Walmart. My mother went inside Walmart and she asked them and they said, yeah, it's down the street behind this fitness center. Well, the fitness center was another shopping a plaza next door to Walmart. They said, yes, over there. And so we're walking and there's no lot 42. Then we come across a Starbucks and a gas station and they're like, yeah, it's further down. It's like, this is sounding crazy. This don't sound safe. Like, So, I'm trying to connect with the Uber driver to let them know, like, no, I'm over here. I'm going to be closer to the stadium, to the venue. You could pick me up over there. Putting it in the notes and trying to call them. They didn't speak English, so that was no good. And I'm trying not to lose like my money with Uber, by booking a ride. So that was all just so frustrating. And then I'm like, I'm done with Uber. Let me just get a taxi, okay? Let me book a limousine car, something, so we could go. I'm ready to go. I'm tired of all this walking in the dark. Even though they had like security or police presence there, it still just wasn't. It just wasn't safe. Like doing all that walking behind Walmart and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, and people, people are out and about because they're going to the concert. Which was, El DeBarge, he came on early up as far as with the concert. And I think the headliner was Jill Scott, I guess. So she was later on in the night. So people were coming to the concert, and, we're trying to go. But they're coming, so it's not like people weren't around, but it just still wasn't like safe to me, like trying to find lot 42 in the dark, in the back of a Walmart or whatever. Like I said, and I tried to get a taxi. They was talking crazy, hanging up in my face. I think my mom tried to call. They hung up in her face too. I mean, what is going on, Miami Gardens? Y'all rude. I mean, and one taxi company was like, all his cars had been stolen that night. Like, really? Do you guys believe that? You know, and the limousine service, they're like, oh, we're all booked because there's a big event, Jazz in the Garden. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm there. I'm trying to get, transportation to leave. So he's all booked up. It was just finally we went back inside the concert, and somebody that worked there said, I'm gonna, help you all. I'm gonna get this other guy. He was doing like the traffic, and he said when he sees a cab, drive by, because I guess the taxis, I guess they random, would just drive by because they don't have a set location, like I said, for taxis. Jazz in the Gardens did not have like a designated area for taxis. It's just the ride share was lot 42, they said. Anyway, to make a long story short, God just worked it out. I mean, the taxi came on time, even though we were like waiting at a red light. And I had a flight to catch that night because this was a day trip. Everything was planned and scheduled. Thought I was going to miss my flight. Thought everything was, thrown off. And God just turned it around. And really, there was no need to be frustrated because God had it. I just needed to just trust Him. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to this long rant, but turn into a testimony about how good God is, and just trust Him. He'll turn a frustrating moment into something so good that you don't need to even worry about if you just trust Him. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you enjoy all the videos that I post because it's not easy. Hope you appreciate it. God bless.